Hi producers and beat makers, welcome to this exciting overview featuring the brand new MPC Studio. This powerful new MPC controller is your perfect hardware solution for creating your beats, melodics and music productions. With its slim, elegant design, powered by our acclaimed MPC software, MPC Studio will give you all of the hands-on control, effects, audio and MIDI tracks that you need to push the boundaries of your productions. So let's take a closer look at MPC Studio to control your beats. Hi there, Sandy Mac from Mac Pro, and today I'm going to be walking you through this overview of our brand new MPC Studio. Now, MPC Studio is our latest MPC, which is an ultra slim controller that seamlessly integrates with our MPC software for your computer, giving you hands-on control and the creative feel and workflow for your beats and productions. So why don't you join me and sit back and enjoy this overview of MPC Studio. MPC Studio is our latest MPC, which is the perfect controller for your home studio, powered by our acclaimed MPC software. MPC Studio's 16 full-size, velocity and pressure-sensitive pads, giving you the ultimate feel for your beats. We've also added a touch strip to MPC Studio, which adds a whole new level of performance to your workflow. This could be used for controlling everything from cue links, projects, mixer settings, through to real-time effects. We can also use the touch strip to control key parameters such as note repeat. MPC Studio features a powerful color LCD display, giving you visual feedback of all your key parameters. This makes it easy to navigate around your MPC. We can see everything from our chords and scales, through to our track information, to our presets and samples. You also have an elegant data wheel for selecting all of your parameters. You have a full transport control, so you can easily record, overdub, and play your beats. We've also added a locate button, making it easy for you to find notes across your timeline. You also have bright backlit function buttons for key workflow parameters, such as quantize, note repeat, track and program select, automation to sample select. MPC Studio is USB powered and includes a 1/8" MIDI in and out for connecting your external MIDI devices. So now that you've seen the hardware, let's take a closer look at the true power of MPC Studio. Now, to start making beats on MPC Studio, we need to access our sounds. So we press our browser button, and now our OLED screen will display our kits and samples. We can also access these from our media browser on the MPC software. MPC Studio also has a vast collection of expansion packs with the brand new exclusive Gold Dust. Gold Dust brings 100 brand new kits exclusively created for MPC Studio from producers Snipe Young, Raw Cuts, MSX Audio, and lo-fi beats from Jet Set. We've also included expansions from Nightlife Audio, F9 Audio, and a whole collection of demos and templates to get you started. Now, to load any kits, simply push down on the data wheel. Now, using the program select, we can now navigate through all the kits that we've loaded to start making our track. Now that we've selected our drum kit, this will now be available to play on our pads. So we're going to start by increasing our tempo. We're going to take this up to 132 BPM, and we're going to hit record and play and start laying down a melodic. Now let's add a kick and snare. Now we're mixing our hi-hat. If we want to add some iconic MPC swing, we can do this directly from the hardware. We can dial our percentage in and press quantize. Now let's use the touch strip to add note repeat, adding triplets to our hi-hats. As we use the touch strip, it will allow us to change the time divisions. Now we will introduce some percussion over our beat. Now to erase any notes, we can simply press erase and hold down the pad without stopping our beat. You can also use the undo and redo button, adding back any changes. You also have a 16 levels feature that allows you to take one sample and retune it chromatically across the pads. Now that we've finished our hi-hats, we're going to add a bass line to our beat. Now we're going to go to track 2 and we're going to use one of our F9 synth bass samples that comes with MPC Studio. Now to play our bass, we're going to use our chords and scales mode, where we can select the key of our song so our pads will always play the right notes. Now that we've recorded our bass line, we're going to finish our beat with a top line melody from our hype synth, which comes with MPC Studio. Now let's use our touch strip to add some modulation to our sound. MPC Studio's powerful touch strip adds a whole new level of control and dynamics to your music at the touch of your fingertips. We can add and control effects using our new Touch Effects plugin, which includes an awesome selection of go-to presets that can be selected from the LCD display. Simply use the data wheel to dial through the different effects available. When using plug-in instruments, you can use the touch strip to control key parameters such as pitch bend, sustain, modulation to expression. You can also control everything from custom project settings to pad and program volumes to key synth parameters. MPC Studio includes 10 powerful plug-in instruments which run inside your MPC software. These are perfect for producing music styles of all genres. This includes our flagship synthesizer from Force and MPC standalone, Hype. This will give you all of the tools that you need for modern-day synthesis. Then we have Odyssey, Tube Synth, Hybrid 3, Electric, Mellotron, Bassline, Selena, and our powerful drum synth for onboard drum synthesis. Each plug-in instrument features an elegant and intuitive interface, allowing you to control and shape your sound with ease. Each instrument has a vast range of presets that you can access from the LCD display or directly from the browser. You can also load any third-party plug-in instrument directly inside MPC software, and this can be controlled directly from the MPC Studio hardware. MPC Studio features a powerful chords and scales mode, making it fast and intuitive for you to play melodies and chords over your beats, which is elegantly displayed on the colored LCD screen, so you can select chords, scales, and chord progressions to apply to your productions. Now to enter chords and scales mode, simply hold down Shift and 16 levels, then our LCD screen will now display all of our available modes. We have chromatic, notes mode, chords, chromatic chords, and progressions. We can then select the key of our song on our screen, followed by our scale type. We've also added a collection of chord progressions which you can access from the hardware, covering all different styles of music genres. Now see chords and scales mode in action over a beat. As you can hear, we're simply triggering chords directly from our pads using progressions mode. Once I've recorded my chords, we select track 2 to lay down our bass line. To do this, we come out of progressions and we now go to our chromatic notes so we can play our bass line in key to our song. Now to finish off our track, let's add a top lead melody using hype. Using MPC Studio's chords and scales mode makes it fast, fun and intuitive to make music. MPC Studio allows you to create fast and creative patterns using the powerful step sequencer workflow, which is perfect for electronic music production. To start creating a pattern, simply hold down a pad and this will now enter the step into your pattern. As we hold down Shift, we can select another sound and add this to our groove. We can also use the step sequencer to drive our internal plug-in instruments, creating bass lines and melodies. Using MPC Studio Step Sequencer is a fast and creative way to come up with ideas for your music. For live performance and jamming, we can introduce our touch strip and add real-time effects. MPC Studio allows you to chop breaks, samples, loops and melodics with ease using the pads in real time. To do this, let's select a sample, then press Sample Edit. And now we can use our pads to chop our samples. As we hit our pads, it's creating our chops directly in real time. Once we finish our chops, we can then use Sample Edit to trim the start and end points of our samples so we can get the precise cuts that we need. You will also see the start and end points displayed on our LCD screen. Now that we've got our chops, let's bring this over our beat. Using MPC Studio to chop and slice up beats and melodics can really expand your creativity. If you like working with loops, MPC Studio allows you to trigger audio loops using its clip launching mode, where all your loops are in perfect sync with your tempo. We can trigger sets of loops horizontally and then change the loop style, adding a whole new level of performance. This type of workflow is perfect for either live jamming in the studio, songwriting ideas, or live performance. We can also introduce our touch strip to our performance adding on-the-fly effects over our loops by gliding across the touch strip. Now let's increase our tempo using our real-time time stretching. Now let's slow it down. MPC Studio includes a full collection of professional studio quality plugin effects inside MPC software, taking your productions and creativity to the next level. MPC software includes everything from lo-fi and saturation effects to modern effects such as half speed to flip your melodics. To control your beats, you can access the dynamic plugins from limiters, compressors, and EQs. You can record automation directly from the touch strip, adding a whole new level of creativity when mixing your beats. MPC Studio also features a full vocal suite with tuning, harmonies, and doubling effects, giving you today's modern vocal sound. MPC Studio and MPC software can run fully standalone on your computer or can be integrated seamlessly with your favorite DAW such as Logic, FL, Ableton, Pro Tools, running as a dedicated plugin inside. This means that you can take advantage of the dynamic feel and the speed of the MPC. Instead of using the mouse to draw in notes, you can now take advantage of the MPC pads and features such as note repeat that make programming a breeze. When you finish programming your beat, you can simply drag and drop the audio directly into your DAW to finish your mix. If you use an MPK Mini, MPC Studio will complement your studio setup, combining both devices together, enhancing your workflow and creativity. Use the MPC Studio to lay down your beat ideas, all in real time, using the dynamic pads. Integrate with the touch strip, add in note repeat and effects over your tracks, and then select your MPK Mini track and use the keys to add your chords. We can then use our cue links to control our sound. Now we can combine our effects between our touch strip and our MPK Mini cue links. Thanks for watching this overview of our brand new MPC Studio, and as you can see, it's filled with so many amazing features to really enhance your productions. So to learn more about MPC Studio, head over to the Akai Pro website, or you can watch some of our Beats Academy videos that give you tutorials, masterclasses, and tips and tricks to get you started in the world of beat making. Until next time, see you then.